Hello, and welcome to the module on naming compounds involving polyatomic ions. The key to understanding how to name polyatomic ions is to recognize that the compound name overall is simply the cation name, a space, and then the anion name. So if we know what the cation and the anions are, then we can name the compound. Let's look at the first example. Here we have NH4NO3. This compound consists of two polyatomic ions. I have to break up the compound into the ions that are combined in order to name it. So I have NH4 plus and NO3 minus. This is how this compound is broken. Again, we break it into the cation, the plus side, and the anion, the negative charge. Then we name each. The NH4 plus is ammonium, and the NO3 minus is nitrate. And yes, I had to memorize those. So we have ammonium space nitrate as the name of NH4NO3. Let's do another example. I have Na2SO4. I need to break it into its ions. So I have Na2 isn't an ion, but Na plus is. So I see that I have two Na pluses and an SO4 2 minus. Na plus is sodium, and SO4 2 minus, I had to memorize, is sulfate. So Na2SO4 is sodium sulfate. Now what about when I'm given the name and I need to figure out the formula? Well, we just do these steps in reverse. Ammonium is NH4 plus, and sulfide, oh, this is important, IDE ending there, indicates that there are no oxygens aboard. That's as opposed to the ATE right above that indicates that this is an oxoanion, and it yet does have oxygens on board. Alright, so sulfide is just S all by itself, and it's a 2 minus charge. Now, just as I did with the sodium sulfate, I'll combine these two ions until I get an overall 0 charge. So my S2 minus, so I have two minuses, I need to have two pluses. So I have NH4 quantity 2 to balance out the two minuses, S. Let's do another one, calcium carbonate. Oh, I see an 8, so that means yes, there are oxygens on board. So I need to think back, okay, what was carbonate? It was CO3 2 minus. Then calcium ion is just going to be Ca, and it's in group 2, so it's 2 plus. Oh, nice. I have two pluses, two minuses, so I just need one of each of these in my formula. Now I have potassium chlorate. Again, I have ATE, so this is yes, it has oxygens on board. It is an oxoanion. So chlorate, had to memorize, ClO3 minus. And potassium, look on the periodic table, it's in group 1, so it's a 1 plus. So these come together also in a 1-to-1 ratio to make KClO3. And this concludes our module on naming polyatomic ions. If you need a table to see the polyatomic ions, they are located on our website.